So our industry is finally collaborating, right? But ultimately measurement is important. What do you think those collaboration and measurement will deliver as far as value for the entire ecosystem?
Well, what's beautiful about this moment in our industry is you have this convergence of a few different things. Marketers are gathering a lot of data on their customers, and they want to leverage that data in every possible way across their business, and that includes advertising. You also have the concept of identity. There are a lot of companies that are gathering identifiers to try to be able to map households and people and devices in a privacy compliant way so that sort of you know what's happening across different media channels that you might be doing business in. And on top of that, you have this increasing amount of addressability that's available in media. And addressability means that you can do things with precision, but it also means that you can better manage the number of times you connect with audiences, the amount of those audiences that you can reach in a far more effective manner than some of the more blunt linear media channels of the past.
So measurement is a big part of that, and it's becoming an increasingly important focal point for everybody in the ecosystem. Where do you think the majority of the responsibility should lie with measurement in regards to implementing it and then making sure there's agreement, et cetera?
So it's the trifecta. You've got marketers who have a responsibility to gather data in a very privacy compliant way and gain permission and consent from their consumers. You have media companies really need to do the same thing. And you have agencies who are responsible for bringing a lot of that together across many different media providers. And I think the beauty of it is the more first-party data that is available, there's more measurability on the back end. If you're applying individual level targeting within individual level media, you then have the ability to match that up against what those people did after they were exposed to the advertising, and that enables measurement. And so I think measurement tomorrow is going to be multi-layered. Instead of counting audiences, you're still going to count audiences, but those audiences will be data-defined audiences. But then you're going to go further, take it a step further, and look at that deduplicated reach and frequency contribution, make smart decisions about what's working and what's not, and you'll even look at the ROI impact on the back end. So you'll be looking at lots of different metrics, and what that will ultimately do, I think, measurement will be a bigger part of what everybody has been doing in media than in the past.
So you have a very clear and concise perspective on walled gardens and the action they should take to help move our industry forward. What is that perspective?
The user experience is not as good. You're basically receiving the same advertisement within your household over and over and over again because the advertiser is delivering that ad through multiple partners and they're not connected, so you can't really tell if you can't really tell if you've exposed that household before or not. My strong opinion is that there are two very large customers to the advertising ecosystem. There are the marketers who are advertising and the consumers they are advertising to. And I don't believe that their priorities are being prioritized at this moment. I think they are losing in favor of profits being maximized by individual players in the ecosystem. And I'd just like to see them all work together to make that experience better for the marketers that support them and the viewers that support them.